संभल साम्राज्य रेडियो, सुनते रहिए सत्य की सनातन वाणी।
Nitya means everlasting. But if you look at the universe, there is nothing that is everlasting. Even time is not everlasting. Neither this sky, nor this universe, nor you and me, nor the apparent self is everlasting. However, we do have this word Nitya, which means everlasting. This remains even when our physical existence is destroyed. When the universe is destroyed, and even when the time itself is destroyed. When there is nothing remains in existence, then also something remains that is called everlasting. We don't realize what is it that is everlasting, since it is not in our direct perception. Nitya also means eternal, or something that exists every day and every moment. Something that is present today and will remain present tomorrow. There are many forms of Shakti. There are Mahavidyas along with Nitya Shakti, and there are Anitya Shakti as well. We are talking about one such form of Shakti who is known as Bhagavati Nitya Kurukulla. Kurukulla is the supremely radiant goddess. Listen intently, since I am revealing a great mystery of Goddess Kurukulla. You are well aware that the treasury of the gods is with Lord Kuber. Ordinarily, we believe that since Lord Kuber holds the treasury of the gods and goddesses, he must have huge collection of gold and wealth. But this is merely our assumption. What Himalayan Siddhas have described about Kuber is even more amazing. So, Ma Kurukulla has a form, Nitya Kurukulla. Lord Kuber is always beside Goddess Nitya Kurukulla. Nitya Kurukulla is the form of goddess who always bestows something new every moment. Bhagavati Kurukulla in herself is a grand and vast form of the goddess. It's not possible to know fully about her vast qualities. One cannot comprehend the beginning or the end of this supreme goddess. Still, we call Goddess Kurukulla as the goddess of nourishment and wealth. She is the goddess of attraction and hypnotic qualities as well. Goddess Kurukulla is also the goddess of mystical and hidden knowledge. We also worship her as the goddess who is the cause of the existence as well. Siddhas are especially fond of Bhagavati Kurukulla since she has the capacity to give everything one may desire. In Kali Yuga, all sadhana practices are difficult. In these challenging times, Bhagavati Kurukulla reveals herself in form that is simple and easy for people to approach. In Kali Yuga, dhyan, tap and sadhana are difficult since mind is distracted. And on top of it, the environment around is not suitable for sadhana. People are suffering from selfishness and always looking for their selfish interests in every pursuit. In these circumstances, we constantly are desiring something for us. Bhagavati Kurukulla provides everything easily for her devotees and practitioners. But she gives only that much so that we don't deviate from our path. She fulfills all desires, but in a way that doesn't cause our downfall. Therefore, One form of goddess Kurukulla became prominent for worshipping by practitioners. This is the form of goddess Nitya Kurukulla, who is everlasting and has existed before existence and will exist after all is destroyed. Therefore, Himalayan Siddhas consider Nitya Kurukulla as a very important form of the goddess. Himalayan Siddhas recommend doing sadhana of diverse forms of the goddess and be engrossed in doing practices of her new and diverse forms all the time. So Kurukulla has one form, that is Nitya Kurukulla, and she has another form, Anitya Kurukulla. Now, what is the difference between Nitya and Anitya Kurukulla? To survive on the planet, we need water and food. If we don't take suitable food, then we won't be able to live. Bhagavati Kurukulla is known as Anadhana Varshani, meaning the one who showers nourishments and wealth on her devotees. Her dhana or wealth is not just money. She resides in flowers, herbs. Her kala resides in water and air. This means she resides in the 5 elements and is the goddess of these 5 elements. Without these 5 elements, our life will end instantly. Bhagavati has her kala in the 5 elements. Therefore, we can realize that goddess Kurukulla is always present since she is in the 5 elements. When we breathe in, we are partaking of the kala of Bhagavati Kurukulla. Then there is Anitya form of goddess Kurukulla. In Anitya form, we discover things that doesn't stay forever. For example, my childhood days. My childhood days came out of the grace of goddess Kurukulla. But these childhood days won't last forever. It's the Anitya form of goddess Anitya Kurukulla, who manifests Anitya or temporary forms of kala. This is the youthful stage, but even this will not remain forever. Soon this stage has to be discarded and one has to accept the old age. The changing times in life that comes in the kala and grace of Anitya Kurukulla. When the whole universe and creation is temporary, then what is Nitya or everlasting in this? If you think about it, who knows how many times one has taken birth? It is possible one has taken birth in different species or even as human being many times. If I assume that I have taken human form many times before, then how many times I must have created my own family and must have served them? Who knows how many times I must have cultivated fields, collected wealth and built houses. But did any of that really become mine? Who knows how many times I must have collected precious clothing, books full of knowledge, intelligent friends. Many times I must have dedicated myself to the growth of civilization. But all that ended up being anitya or temporary. Today, I don't even know myself. The thoughts that I must have lived as life, who knows how they are preserved in the universe. Again, I am in human life. Again, I am repeating the cycle. I need to satisfy my desires, going through the childhood and the old age in repeated cycle. Childhood and old age are peculiar stages. In childhood, one is completely dependent on parents for everything. But in childhood, there is one good sign that every day we are moving forward towards youthful stage. On the other hand, in old age, as the day go by, we are becoming weaker and weaker. Our bones, our muscles degenerate. Our nervous system, heart, and all parts of body become less able and one become helpless and needs support. Who knows how many times one had to face the old age. So this life also keeps us entangled in many delusions. And then there are some people who look at their lives and think that they are youthful, so they should live their lives to the fullest. In the quest to enjoy the youthful days to the fullest, they end up committing a lot of sins. Every day, they strive to do something new. They think that when death will come, it will all end. But it is not like that. Himalayan Siddhas say that we need everlasting knowledge. Everything is changing, even the sun and the moon and stars are changing. Everything is temporal. So what is everlasting or Nitya in this? Himalayan Mahasiddhas say there is a form of Kurukulla, Nitya Kurukulla. We should meditate upon her form of Nitya Kurukulla. Only then we can sail through this Anitya or temporary life. Is there anything in the old age that can offer support? Is there any knowledge or tradition that can help us lead a good life, that can complete us and fulfill us? Siddhas say that the tradition of Nitya Kurukulla holds that knowledge. Mahasiddhas say that Bhagavati Nitya Kurukulla is without body and form. She is luminosity herself. She is Tejrupini. She is a mandal of light. She is extremely subtle and supremely vast. There is nothing other than her, and all these forms one sees is just her reflection. She can manifest body whenever she wants to, and she is present always in formless form. Inside the mind, Nitya Kurukulla manifests as Utkrishta Granthi. This is a very brief description of Nitya Kurukulla given by Mahasiddhas. But how do we understand Bhagavati Nitya Kurukulla better? In human life, we need many different things every day. We need new knowledge every day. As universe moves forward, we need new knowledge. If I become powerful today, tomorrow another person might become more powerful. Therefore, I need everlasting capability also. We need everlasting creativity. As time and circumstances change, who knows what new mental tendencies might develop? We move through different cultures and civilization. Who knows what sins we might commit? So we need Nitya or everlasting purity. We also need everlasting wealth. Wherever we are in the creation, we should have strength to establish ourselves. So we need Nitya or everlasting capability. We also need Nitya nourishment and Nitya well-being, Nitya bhav or love, and Nitya dreams. Thought is also needed for developing. As time moves forward, to thrive we need Nitya progress also. In this universe, no boon is permanent. Even if you get boon after penance, for a while you might appreciate that boon, but as time changes, you can feel that the boon is not so effective or useful anymore. In this ever-changing world, there is nothing permanent. Therefore, it is recommended to do sadhana of Nitya Kurukulla. In this, the nature of everlasting should also be moving and transforming, and that is Nitya Kurukulla. Nitya Kurukulla sadhana is very important. We talk about Nitya sadhana, Nitya yoga, Nitya dhyan for this reason. To learn this lifestyle is very important. The devotees of Kurukulla perceive this with full devotion. Yogis observe this bhav in another way, while intellectuals and rational people perceive it with different emotion and expression. But Nitya and Anitya are such words that can be talked about for days. Is there anything everlasting? Is a difficult question. And so is the question if everything is temporary. Therefore, in such situation, sitting near the Guru and seeking wisdom from Guru is a good solution, so that we can achieve completeness in life and we tread the right path. Nitya Kurukulla sadhana is needed to know if the path one is journeying on is good or bad. Sometimes a person is journeying on a good path but is unaware. Out of negative mindset, one leaves the righteous path and chooses the sinful path. There is nothing more unfortunate than this. This happens because one has not freed oneself from sins everlastingly, and one has not obtained Nitya knowledge, and one has not dedicated oneself in Nitya Guru Mandal Seva, and has not refined oneself everlastingly. On the contrary, one is stuck and trapped in Nitya sins, everlasting bad deeds and pride. Bhagavati Kurukulla removes all the afflictions and makes us capable and remarkable so that we can face sufferings and challenges. May she give us strength to withstand attack of Kali Yuga and Adharma. May she give us strength to face our own negativity courageously, so that we can accept greatness. May she give us courage to stand ground in difficult times, and may she give us strength so that we move forward on the path of dharma and righteousness. With these thoughts, we meditate upon the divine feet of Ma Kurukulla and pray that human life be remarkable and excellent. Just like Mahasiddhas of Himalaya achieved greatness in life, we, you, and I can also make our lives excellent and complete. Jai Ma Bhagavati Nitya Kurukulla. Om Namah Shivaya. Namo Adesh.
संभल साम्राज्य रेडियो, सुनते रहिए सत्य की सनातन वाणी।